I've a spiritual garden to weed. It needs a careful hand to rightly sow the precious seed and till the gospel land.
Every Shaker village had appointed leaders, respected men and women promoted for their performance and ability to get along with others, while 2 elders and 2 eldresses presided over the spiritual life of the community. 2 deacons and 2 deaconesses managed day-to-day activities. 2 brethren and 2 sisters acted as trustees, responsible for business with the outside world. There was also a farm deacon, a kitchen deaconess, and a dwelling house deaconess, as well as shop deacons and deaconesses. A Shaker sister was appointed as a deaconess based on character and a well-developed skill, such as cooking or dyeing wool, when a position was left vacant due to ill health, death, or departure from the community. An eldress would make the appointment after a recommendation from other deaconesses, because the new deaconess would need to get along well with those already in these leadership roles. If a deaconess could not do a good job, she could be released from the position. Although Shakers often rotated jobs every month to prevent monotony, the kitchen deaconess stayed in place. She was responsible for provisions, processing food for storage, and the preparation of all meals. She oversaw a group of kitchen sisters who together prepared meals for the community.
The sisters are, this morning, invited to help the kitchen sisters about getting out eggs for breakfast. MS and HA get to the kitchen in good season and commence the task of making water biscuits. The bakers, LP and AL, do all they can in helping make the same. EA stops after dinner and helps finish making them out. At 2:30 we finish rolling and put in the second ovenful to bake. From a Hancock Journal, February 1st, 1843.
The Hancock Shakers referred to the large dumbwaiters in their dwelling as sliding cupboards. They were used to lift food to the dining room and to bring dirty dishes back down to the kitchen. The double rolling pin is thought to be a Shaker invention, although this has never been proven. Nonetheless, it is a wonderful Shaker improvement to a device that is a great help in the kitchen. In addition to cooking and food processing, deaconesses assigned work to sisters who rotated through a variety of jobs in the village. A group of sisters was assigned to the laundry, where clothing and linens for the community would be washed, dried, and ironed. At Hancock, the laundry and machine shop was reserved for the sisters on Mondays. After 1859, they could utilize the water-powered turbine to run their washing machines. Wet laundry was hauled up to the second floor with a pulley system, where it would be hung to dry on racks. Once the clothes were dry, a chute in the floor allowed sisters to throw linens into a basket in the ironing room below. Sisters also did a great deal of spinning and weaving, as well as mending clothes and shoes. The upstairs of the dairy building at Hancock is a weave loft, where the sisters would weave large carpets.
Not much to say. Sisters making hats and some are spinning. PD making trousers, HP making shoes, JS making bonnets. Chores of almost all kinds. JS and some of the young sisters go to clean the schoolhouse. From a Hancock Journal, February 10th and 11th, 1843.
Downstairs in the dairy, sisters would process milk, making cheese and butter. Hancock's main business was its dairy, so the sisters produced products for home use as well as for sale to the outside world.
The brethren give the sisters an invite to go milking. Accordingly, we accept the offer. From a Hancock Journal, April 10th, 1843.
Shaker sisters, like most farm women in the 19th century, did a great deal of outdoor work, from piling firewood and clearing brush to gathering wild foods in surrounding forests. From April to November, the sisters would gather skunk cabbage, maple syrup, dandelions, and strawberries. Overall, sisters were responsible for foraging for more than 30 species of plants, nuts, and berries, preserving them or making them into wines, sauces, or medicines.
I've a spiritual garden to weed. It needs a careful hand to rightly sow the precious seed and till the gospel land. I've a spiritual garden to weed. It needs a careful hand to rightly sow the precious seed and till the gospel land. Then I will toil in earnest, the noxious weeds destroy, and in the time of harvest will reap true peace and joy. Then I will toil in earnest, the noxious weeds destroy, and in the time of harvest I'll reap true peace and joy.